8 exercises men over 40 should never do to build muscle mass. Did you know that some of the most common exercises could be sabotaging your results and harming your health? If you're over 40, the wrong choice could lead to unexpected injuries and discomfort. That's why, in today's video, we're going to reveal the 8 most common exercises you should avoid to protect your joints and ensure your workouts are truly effective. Stay tuned as we'll uncover which exercises are dangerous for your health. And pay attention! Mistake number 8 is one of the most common, and you might be making it right now. So stick around until the end to find out what it is and how to avoid it immediately. Exercise number 1. High bar squat. This exercise is not recommended for men over 40, as the high bar squat can cause constant stress on the cervical spine and shoulders. These problems tend to worsen with age. As we age, we may lose flexibility and muscle strength, making it more difficult to maintain proper posture during workouts. In the high bar squat, excessive pressure on the cervical spine can lead to discomfort and even serious injuries. Therefore, instead of doing this exercise, you can opt for safer alternatives that offer better results, such as the low bar squat. Positioning the bar slightly lower on your back reduces pressure on the cervical spine and allows for a more natural and safer movement. Another alternative is the front squat, which keeps the torso more upright and reduces stress on the cervical spine, distributing the load more evenly and providing a greater sense of safety during the exercise. Exercise number 2. Conventional deadlift. This exercise is not recommended for men over 40 due to the discomfort it can cause in the lower back, especially if not executed with impeccable technique, which rarely happens. As we age, the lower back's recovery capacity may decrease, making this exercise a risk to your health, potentially causing serious injuries such as lower back disorders, pain, and even herniated discs or strains. Instead of this exercise, you can opt for the Romanian deadlift, which focuses on the hamstrings and glutes with less impact on the lower back, avoiding injuries. Another well-known option is the sumo deadlift. Due to the wider stance, this exercise reduces stress on the lower back and hips, making it safer for men over 40. Exercise number 3. Push-ups on the floor. Push-ups on the floor can put significant stress on your shoulders and wrists. Therefore, if you're a man over 40, it's better to avoid this exercise, as recovery may be slower and the predisposition to joint injuries may increase considerably. Instead, you can opt for elevated push-ups. This way, you reduce the load on your shoulders and wrists, making the exercise safer and more comfortable. Exercise number 4. Flat barbell bench press. The flat barbell bench press can be harmful to your shoulders and elbows, especially when performed with heavy loads or when you're experiencing muscle fatigue. This can lead to serious problems, as improper technique can result in shoulder overload, causing you to perform the movement incorrectly and allowing excessive weight to fall on your shoulders. Other common risks when performing this exercise include lack of warm-up, hand misalignment, inadequate rest, and rushed execution, all of which can lead to severe problems in your body. To avoid injuries and maximize your workout results, it's important to maintain correct and proper technique. Instead of doing the flat barbell bench press, you can opt for the incline bench press, which works the chest at a different angle, reducing pressure on the shoulders. Another option is the dumbbell bench press, which allows for a more natural movement and can be less aggressive on your shoulders. Exercise number 5. Weighted neck crunches. Doing crunches with weights on your neck can cause excessive stress on the cervical region and lead to serious issues. This exercise is highly discouraged as it places unnecessary pressure on the neck vertebrae, increasing the risk of muscle strains, nerve compressions, and other spinal damage. Safer alternatives include performing floor crunches, which reduce cervical pressure and are less likely to cause discomfort during the workout. Another option is to use additional support to lessen the load on the cervical region. Exercise number 6. Triceps pushdown with supinated grip. The triceps pushdown with a supinated grip, although a popular variation for targeting the long head of the triceps, may not be the best choice for men over 40. As the body ages, it undergoes various changes, including a higher predisposition to joint issues and decreased tendon elasticity. These factors make certain exercises less advisable, such as the triceps pushdown with a supinated grip, which can cause increased joint stress. The supinated grip, palms facing up, creates an angle that may overload the tendons and ligaments around the elbow and shoulder, leading to more severe problems, especially in men over 40. This type of grip tends to force the elbow joint into an unnatural angle, which can lead to micro tears over time. Initially, you might not feel much, but over time, joint pain, particularly in the arms and hands, can intensify, especially if you're already dealing with joint wear due to aging. This overload can result in inflammation, tendinitis, or even more severe injuries and medical complications. For this reason, I recommend opting for safer exercises, such as the dumbbell triceps extension. This variation allows for a more natural range of motion, relieving pressure on the elbow and shoulder joints. With dumbbells, you have greater control over the movement, helping to avoid positions that could damage your joints during the workout. Another option is the low pulley triceps extension. The low pulley allows you to work the triceps in a more ergonomic position. A neutral or pronated grip, palms facing down, can be safer for the elbows and shoulders, reducing the risk of injury while still providing effective work for the triceps muscles. You'll be safer during the exercise and still achieve better results. While the triceps pushdown with a supinated grip may seem effective for many men over 40, the risks associated with joint stress and shoulder injuries outweigh the benefits. Choosing exercises that respect the body's natural biomechanics not only helps prevent injuries, but also promotes a safer and more efficient workout, allowing you to continue progressing without compromising your long-term health. Exercise number 7. Dumbbell flies. The dumbbell fly is a classic exercise for working the chest muscles, well known in gyms across the United States and widely used by American bodybuilders. However, it may not be the best choice for men over 40, particularly due to the risks it poses to the joints, especially the shoulders. Over time, joints become more susceptible to injuries due to decreased flexibility, reduced joint lubrication, and the natural wear and tear on tendons and ligaments. It's not uncommon to find people who have seriously injured themselves by performing this exercise incorrectly in gyms. Dumbbell flies, especially with heavy loads, require a lot of technique and muscle strength to minimize the risk of injury. One of the main issues is the excessive stress on the shoulder joints. The fly movement involves a wide arm spread, which places significant strain on the shoulder joint, particularly in the lowest position of the exercise. This position, with arms extended and hands away from the body, creates a long lever that increases tension on the rotator cuff tendons and joint capsules, areas that may already be vulnerable due to muscle fatigue. Another common risk is the possibility of rotator cuff injuries. With age, these structures become more fragile and susceptible to injuries, such as tears and tendinitis. The dumbbell fly, especially when performed with improper technique or heavy loads, can exacerbate these conditions, leading to inflammation or even more severe injuries like ligament tears. This type of problem is serious and can sideline you from training for quite some time. Even if you can perform the movement without pain, joint wear is still a reality, increasing the chances of future complications. To avoid these problems, I suggest opting for safer and more effective alternatives. A good option is the machine fly, pec deck, which provides more control over the movement and reduces the risk of injury by limiting the range of motion and stabilizing the shoulders. Another alternative is the dumbbell bench press, which allows for effective chest work but with less stress on the shoulder joints since the movement is more controlled and the angle can be adjusted to minimize joint overload. Number 8. Bent over barbell row. The bent over barbell row is a classic exercise for developing back muscles, helping to create a V shape in the body. However, it may not be the best choice for men over 40, and I'll explain why. After 40, the spine and shoulder joints become more susceptible to injuries due to natural wear and tear, decreased flexibility, muscle strength loss, and muscle mass reduction. We've discussed this in other videos on the channel. Once this video is finished, click on the video that will appear on the screen to talk more about muscle mass loss after 40. The bent over barbell row is an exercise that requires precise posture and almost perfect technique. This can increase the risk of injury if not performed correctly, making it a less safe choice for this age group. One of the main issues is stress on the lower back. The bent over barbell row requires the practitioner to keep the spine in a bent position. If this posture is not maintained correctly, with the spine aligned and the core activated, the risk of lower back injuries increases significantly. For men over 40, who may already have some degeneration in the intervertebral discs or weakening of stabilizing muscles, this additional strain on the lower back can be a serious problem, leading to chronic pain or acute injuries. There are safer alternatives, such as the dumbbell row. This variation is an excellent option because it allows for greater control of the movement and better adaptation to individual anatomy. With dumbbells, you can adjust the shoulder position and avoid overloading the lower back, maintaining a more neutral and controlled posture, reducing execution errors of the exercise. Another very safe option is the machine row. Rowing machines provide additional support for the lower back and help maintain correct posture during the exercise. The guided resistance of machines also allows for a safer execution, with less risk of improper movements that could cause serious injuries. Although the bent-over barbell row is well known in the United States for its effectiveness in back muscle development, it can pose serious risks for men over 40 due to the high stress on the lower back. Choosing safer alternatives, such as the dumbbell row or machine row, can help preserve your spine's health while still promoting effective muscle development. Before you go, click on the video that's appearing for you to continue our discussion. I'll see you there.